I'm going to make this garment, and even though I'll have a whole ball of yarn over there left over, if I get a hole or a stain or something, I want to have some extra yarn in the garment that is being worn, because this one's going to be washed, worn in the sunlight, body oil on it, everything is going to be affected. So I want the yarn in here. That yarn in 2 years is going to be a different color than this orange yarn. It's not the same. So I like to leave mistake fixers in here. So if you leave a few inches here and there, you can always kind of unweave it out and say, oh, you know, that yarn, the sweater I have from Ireland, there is no, I didn't make it, but I've got holes, I don't have matching yarn. So I can't fix it with the yarn. And if I had made it, I could go in and just fix a hole by just taking 4 inches of yarn and just kind of weaving it closed. So this orange, what I'm doing is on the purl side, I'm just going right here, and this is weaving in. Pull it over here. If you don't do my little technique, you're going to be doing this with every end you have. When I weave in, I like to do like at least 4 stitches one way. Just pull it to the top, go in the stitch, and I will show you. You shouldn't be able to see it from the other side. Go like this, but don't do it really tight, but kind of pull it so it doesn't tug. I did it right there. See how you can't see it? It's really clean. And then, so I was here, I went to here. Now I'm going to go back this way. So I'm going to go pick up my yarn. This is a nice hook. I like this hook. It's got a nice grab to it. Pull the yarn on that side. Twist it through. Same thing is make sure it's not too tight because you don't want to pucker it. And I'm doing the bottom part of the stitch, so that's like the top, that's the bottom. I'm just going right here. I'm not a crocheter, so I'm not really comfortable with crochet hooks. I just keep kind of like picking it through. So I look awkward because I am awkward. I now have like 3 inches of fixing stuff in there. You could weave the whole thing in if you want. Another cool technique, since I have you all sitting here, and I say this in case you make a mistake somewhere, like you get 1 row, you can fix a few stitches, you cannot fix a whole row. Well, you could, but I'll know. If you want to do like, because we're doing swatch critters pretty soon, and if you just want to add in a color, like to make eyes or something for it, it's kind of an embroidery technique. I'm just going to take this one and use it so I don't have to add another one in. But if you were making eyes or little features that you only needed, like, bless you, 2 stitches in, you don't want to add a thing in there, you can just embroider it afterwards. And what you do is, this is the stitch. See this V right here? This is the knit. It goes here, it goes around and comes down. Do you see it? Mm-hmm. So what you would do, the bottom of any stitch, and pull the yarn in. It's better with an embroidery needle. I can just do, I like to make tools, so I'm going to just pull it through. And then right back in the stitch. But like I said, if you have an embroidery needle, but I don't want you to think like, oh, I don't have an embroidery needle, I can't do it. If you have to do it, you find something to get it through. The cool thing is with this, when you put a stitch over it, make sure I got that right, it makes the one behind it just push back. So you can just add a detail in where you could do a whole bunch of these. I could go and I'll leave one in between. Spliced it, darn it.